welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to St. Charles High School here in Walford, Maryland. My name's Tommy Toohill, and today we're going to have a little TBL action on this Sunday afternoon. It's going to be the home team, the DMV Soldiers, against the visiting DC Heat. Little tail of the tape between these two teams. The DMV Soldiers are coming in with a 2-4 record in the TBL Mid-Atlantic. They are on a 3-game losing streak. Their last game was 127-93 loss to the Fayetteville Liberty right here in Walford yesterday. Besides that, looking over here at the DC Heat, they are 3-1 in the Mid-Atlantic. Their last game was 127-122 win versus the Tri-State Admirals. They also did beat the DMV Soldiers on 2/28 with a final score of 117-98. We are about to have the starting lineups and national anthem. So opening tip-off will be coming up right after this quick break.
And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your DMV And small forward from Virginia State, number 11, Kyle Graham. And coach of your Soldiers is Byron Muta. He's assisted by Tim McNeil. It's basketball time at Bulldogs Network.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We got our starting fives announced for both squads. Over here for the visitors from Washington, D.C. Braden Allen, Corey Moore, Zachary Collins, Tariq Felder, and Elijah Willis, your starters. Looking over here for the home team in the Soldiers. It's going to be Richard McCollum, Jamal Wright, Ronald Whitaker, Daquan Granberry, and Tyleel Graham. Soldiers are going to be in the home whites, the Heat in the road blacks. As the teams are getting settled up. We'll have Allen and Whitaker in the dot, and the tip ball goes back. One right there by Braden Allen. So the DC Heat will get things started off as Fielder quickly handles. Good swing to Allen. Quick pick and roll right there. Two-man cutting Allen. Doesn't like what he has. He'll kick it back out. Now Tariq Fielder. One of the more explosive players. Feeds it back inside. That'll be a kick out for a three. Just a little long for Corey Moore. And a shot clock violation called there for the DC Heat. So the first possession comes up empty here for the visitors. And now the Soldiers will start it up as Wright, the High Point alumni. Obviously, the Panthers with a fantastic run in March that just ended last night, as that will be a quick turnover. Rejection right there by Ronald Whitaker, as Corey Moore thought he was going to be easy inside. Take a look at the replay. Good hands. Good stretch pass coming from Fielder. And Ronald Whitaker just closes it out. My goodness. Good play right there, right off of the inbound, as Elijah Willis gets the game's first 2 points. And now we get all set. Good kick out there. Graham will look. He'll drive. Does not get it to go. Good defense there by Braden Allen. So the Heat will bring it back up now. Fielder over. That will be a three if it goes. Just a little long for Moore. So the Soldiers looking for their first bucket. That's going to be a good step back jumper right there. Jamal Wright. Silky smooth finish. Gets it to go. We are all knotted up. Now, good job on the drive. Underhand delivery. Gets to go for Zachary Collins, as the 28-year-old shooting guard will get himself in on the scoring. As now coming back with it, Graham quickly almost turns that over. Quickly gets back to the loose ball. Will drive and finish. Good job by Tyleel Graham, as the strong forward, or the shooting forward, will get it going. As that jumper just no good. Good quick rebound there for McCollum, as he looks to operate the offense here. Quick kick to Whitaker. Whitaker likes his matchup. Quick step back turnaround jumper. That just off the back of the rim. It'll get rebounded by Allen. And now the Heat will come right back in. They try to feed it to the big man. Pass just doesn't connect between him and Collins. So 9:34 remaining here in the opening quarter. Tied up at 4 apiece. As Jamal Wright will feed it back over to McCallum. As that'll get fed right back inside. Good cut opportunity for Graham. Does not go, but quickly followed right back up. And Ronald Whitaker gets himself on the score sheet. Whitaker, one of the great players for this squad, averaging 19 points a game, 7 assists, or 7 rebounds. So close to a double-double as we had a whistle. And right here on the play, Allen gets fouled. Good job by Collins. Playing the two-man game. So the center from Monmouth University will get his first trip to the line. That foul is going to be on Tyleel Graham. That'll be his first, team's first, as the first one does go in for Allen. Now Allen's second shot from the line does ring out, quickly rebounded by Whitaker. And then an errant pass right there from Jamal Wright. Thought he was going to get McAlpin in stride. Just misses. So a quick turnover here as we got a 1-point game. As bringing it up the floor is going to be Tariq Fielder. Good handoff there. Collins tries to get it into Allen. Another turnover. So now here comes McAuliffe on the break. Drives, quickly lays it in off the glass. And Richard McAuliffe will get himself to go as the savvy vet will get himself on the score sheet with the quick transition lay. Another turnover here from the Heat. So Jamal Wright will set it up. That'll be a long-range three for Whitaker, and it goes! Ronald Whitaker with his first three of the afternoon. Gets his total up to 5. And now the Soldiers will have their biggest lead of the day at 6. That jumper does get to go. Fantastic move by Corey Moore, as he has the mid-range game working early. So now Wright off the screen, likes it, settles mid-range, just short. Quickly rebounded there by Felder. And he will leave that over for Corey Moore, whose three does go. Fantastic shot right there in motion for Corey Moore. He drills it. And now we're back to a 1-point game. Wright. Good kick out. Pop. Lock it. And get it right down is Ronald Whitaker. His second three. He's getting close to double digits in the first quarter. And he'll extend the lead back out to 4. Good give and go right there. Kick out from Felder. Corner three will fall. Elijah Willis, the 37-year-old shooting forward, gets it in. That total will go up to 5 for Willis. As we continue to have a back-and-forth affair here. Good pull-up jumper for Whitaker, does rim out. Quickly rebounded out by Allen. And he'll set it back over to Corey Moore. Looking for another three. He's feeling it. Corey Moore. Logo range three. And the DC Heat get themselves back on top. Now Wright looking for the pick and roll. Decides to drive off of it. Quick right hand lay off the glass. As Jamal Wright will get started back up. As Felder quickly hands it off to Moore. Moore looking for another three. Does get fouled. We'll see if they're going to call it in the act of shooting. It looked like he went up. They are going to say it was in the act of shooting. So, the two guard here for the Heat will shoot three. Foul's going to be called on Whitaker. That will be his first, team's second. As we will have a timeout taken. So, going into the first bit of the first quarter, we'll be all knotted up at 16, and Corey Moore, fantastic from beyond the arc, will come back to shoot some free throws right after this quick break. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. After that quick break, should have Corey Moore coming up to shoot 3 foul shots after getting fouled. Just made back-to-back three-pointers, so he's been feeling it from beyond the arc. As he looks to add to his total here, and he will go up and down and make the first. So, Moore averaging 21 points a game, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. Is 2 for 2 on this trip. And will easily go 3 for 3. So, already in double digits is Corey Morris. He comes right there with a steal and does get fouled. Jamal Wright turned it over and then walls off Moore. Fantastic anticipation right there. As Corey Moore did play his college basketball at Virginia Wesleyan. Very competitive program. As he will be the inbounder, he will give it over to Tariq Felder. And now the power forward will set it back up. Over to Zachary Collins. Good defense by Wright. He likes this, though. He will drive baseline and kiss it off the glass and go. It's a good job right there from Collins, as he will add to his total, will make it 4. And now the Soldiers have to respond. Their biggest deficit so far of the afternoon being 5. That'll be a kick out. Long 3. It will be good if it goes. And Kai Gilliam had that hit off the top of the backboard. So, a turnover there for the Soldiers, as Felder will bring it up. Good kick over to Collins. Quickly feeds it back inside Allen. Allen does go baseline, does not like it. Great defense right there from Cameron Lewis. And now a handoff, a drive, a layup. No good right there for Willis. Good rebound by McCollop. So now the Soldiers will get set back up. They'll feed it inside baseline. Good drive coming there from Lewis. Then he will go with the fader. Just hits off the back. Had a good move. Just couldn't get it to go, as that will be a drive right there for Corey Moore. He gets fouled hard. He's in a little bit of pain on the baseline. A little slow to get up. Take a look right here, though. Fantastic handle. And then just runs into Cameron Lewis. So we should have 2 foul shots coming up here for Moore. Who already has 11. Misses the first. So we will get some substitutions. Coming in for DC will be Isaiah Folks. He will be taking out Willis, as the Heat look to start putting in the bench. As the second one for Moore will go. So far, 4 of 5 from the foul line is Corey Moore. So he continues to add to his impressive first quarter total. It makes the lead 6. Now quickly kicked out there by Lewis. Good drive. Penetration. Now Wright looks. Gives it back over Gillum. Gillum will drive baseline. Tried to feed that into Whitaker, who will get to it. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to do something. A long-range 3. Just missing there for Jamal Wright. So now once again, Moore looks to get going. He beats his man, will settle for a mid-range fader, and that will go. Corey Moore already tearing it up. And the lead will now be 8 for the Heat. Now Gillum quickly feeds it over McCallop with a long 3, and that will go. Richard McCallop laces it from downtown. That's the response the Soldiers needed. Now they've got to look for a stop, as Moore has been hard to contain. Kicks it over to Collins. Collins now with a drive, quickly lost it. And they're going to say this went out of bounds. Last off of Jamal Wright and the Soldiers. So it'll still be Heat ball. 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock, so they're going to have to look for something quick. 3:53 remaining in this opening quarter. As the fast start from Corey Moore. As they will feed it right back into him. He will go for a floater and one. Corey Moore cannot be denied. Now he's got a chance to get three the old-fashioned way. They liked the matchup they had with him and Gillum. Just goes up, obviously contacted on the arm in the act of shooting. So the Virginia Wesleyan product, 4 of 5 from the line, does miss that one. It will quickly get rebounded by Whitaker as he looks to take charge. He will drive in. That floater, no good. He does get his own rebound, puts it in off glass, and Ronald Whitaker will get himself into double digits here as the Soldiers cut back to make it a 5-point game. Whitaker is a little banged up there as Folks does drive in. And now a turnover here as the Heat are in the bonus for the remaining 3:25. As that foul is going to be on Gillum, who now handles it here for the Soldiers. Looking to try to play a little two-man game with Lewis. Does have that pass deflected. So it will stay with the DMV. As they will have 9 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Gillum to be the inbounder. Kicks it over to Granberry. Good movement so far. They try to give it back over, and that's going to be an offensive foul right here off ball. Cameron Lewis with an illegal screen. So turnovers starting to plague the Soldiers early in this one as the Heat look to continue their fantastic start as Felder feeds it over Collins. Collins now over to Moore. He has been sensational, looking to add to his total. He'll go with a step-back three, just a little short. Quickly played forward there by Justin Browning. And the first one to it will be Kai Gillum. He will kick that out. Little pump and drive coming in as Grant will kick it back out. That'll be a long three. No good for Gillum. Quickly rebounded by Corey Moore. Quickly turned it over. That jumper for Whitaker, no good. And now we will get set back up. Quickly going to it, a drive and fantastic finish. Isaiah Folks gets his first points in. And the lead will be 7, 28-21 here in St. Charles High School in Waldorf, Maryland. As that's going to be another foul on the floor after that jumper does fall short. That'll be another foul on Cameron Lewis. And the Soldiers are going to have to call a timeout. They want to talk some things over as they start to become undisciplined. It continues to be Corey Moore, the DC Heat, firing all on cylinders to start rest of the first quarter action coming up after this quick break. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. 2:09 remaining here in the opening quarter. After the timeout taken there by the Soldiers. They have 14 seconds remaining here in this possession. Looking to try to draw something up as Daquan Granberry will be the inbounder. Quickly gives it over to Malik Davis. Good feedback over to Gillum. Gillum liking his matchup. Looking for a screen. Does get it. Now we'll drive. Quickly kick that out. That'll be a three if it goes. Just a little short right there for Herschel Grant. And now a feed right inside does connect with Cameron Lewis. Now he will give that over to Davis. His layup just short. So now coming back with it will be Kenneth DeGuzman. Now for Gala. Little give and go. Does feed that inside to Browning. He does just miss it. Ball is loose. Lewis tries to dive for it. Cannot get to the loose ball. It will be last off the Soldiers. So now the DC Heat. Once again with possession here. Fresh shot clock. Folks, the sideline out of bounds. Quickly feeds it into Fregola. Quickly gives it over to Browning. Now Fregola with a pop three. That just a little too long. Quickly rebounded in by Grant. As the Soldiers will get going here. 1:15 remaining in the opening quarter. Still a 7-point lead here. It's a fantastic play from Corey Moore. Has been the story so far. As that was a good move, but not enough as Isaiah Folks gets the rejection. We'll take another look right here as Gillum likes his matchup with the bigger defender, does drive, and then Folks just absolutely palms him there. So 8 seconds remaining here. And that is going to be a trouble with the inbound. They are going to say it stays with the Soldiers. As Granberry was getting interrupted there by Folks again. As he started to make his presence felt on the defensive side. Inbound to Davis, mid-range jumper, just left short, quickly rebounded by Lewis. Now Cameron Lewis drives baseline. That reverse layup just misses. So now Fregola will get it settled up here for the Heat. Under a minute to go. Quickly kicks it out. Good movement here. That'll go inside for Browning. He'll kick that out. It'll be a three for DeGuzman. That's just short. Now quickly rebounded out here by Kai Gillum. 15 seconds separate shot and game clock here. That'll be a long three for Davis. Just rims out. And now moving with it is Fregola and the Heat. Trying to get a little 2-for-1. That's going to be a drive just left short for Kenneth DeGuzman. As now Lewis will bring it up. Feed it to Gillum. Shot clock is unplugged. So we should see the Soldiers holding on for the last possession. As Gillum gets the screen from Lewis. Now he'll shoot a late three. That's just an unlucky roll out. And now a half-court heave to end the quarter. Just a little too long for Dominic Fregola. So after 12 minutes of play, the DC Heat coming into Waldorf, Maryland. Fantastic start coming off the back of Corey Moore. Has the lead at 7. We'll be right back with second quarter action right after this quick break.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38. I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
And a good thank you there to LeVar Ball, as we will get second quarter of the TBL action coming right back. Soldiers will be starting with it. 28-21 is our score. Corey Moore already easily in double digits, around 15, which should be his total. So he hit a couple early threes, then was getting to the line with ease. As Granberry will be the inbounder here for the Soldiers. Trying to cut this 3-game losing skid they have had, as they are 2-4 on the season. As the pressure comes in here, quick steal right there. That'll be Folks coming up and rocking the rim. Isaiah Folks, the young big man, getting up there. So the Heat will get their first basket as they come right back with the press. Now in trouble here is Herschel Grant. Will quickly kick it. Gillum back to Grant. Give and go does not go. Now Lewis right there. Putback is good. So the big man will get his scoring started here in the second quarter. As we are trading baskets early, that runner no good for de Guzman. As we will continue little give and go. Lewis now inside, going through a host of Heat players, ends up losing track of the ball. And it will go out of bounds. So our first turnover of the second quarter, as the Soldiers again continue to struggle. As Fragala will bring it up. Hand it off over to Browning. And he will just shoot a three, no good. Quickly rebounded by Cameron Lewis, and he is going to go over and tell Justin Browning a little piece of his mind, as now Lewis continues. As he and Browning continue to exchange pleasantries. We'll see if a technical was given. As cooler heads are hopefully going to prevail. And we do have a technical foul. So, Lewis will sit. He's going to go to the locker room here. We'll get Dominic Fragala to shoot here at the line. He does miss the first. And now possession will stay here with the Soldiers. So Malik Davis will be in. Looks like Chris Braswell is in for Lewis. You can tell he was frustrated not getting some foul calls. Hopefully he's able to get himself back in this one, as Gillum gets the big man a touch real quick, as Braswell will send it back to him. Now Granberry to the corner, driving Davis, does cut that back over. Braswell thought about a three, now will try to go with the drive, quickly gets his pocket picked by Fragala. He'll kick it over now to Guzman, thought about a drive, gives it back over. Fragala for three, just rims out. And Braswell will get the board and push the pace here for the Soldiers. Gillum now will quickly drive, that kiss off the glass, no good. And back come the Heat. Mid-range jumper, smooth up and down for Kenneth de Guzman. As we get another basket in. As driving in there is going to be Herschel Grant. He does get fouled. Should be on Fragala. Should be his first. Team's first. So now we'll get Herschel Grant here to the line to shoot a pair. He will make his first. Grant continuing to impress in this early season for the Soldiers. Trying to help will his team over here as we will get a quick substitution. As his second one just rims off, he will get the quick rebound. That mid-range jumper no good. And then quick rebound right there for Fragala. We'll give it over. A fantastic finish for de Guzman as he's had the last 4 points here for the Heat. And he makes the lead double digits once again. As that quickly goes out, possession will go and stay with the Soldiers. Davis, the inbound from the baseline. Kicks it over towards the corner. Good movement by Granberry. They'll give it back away to the other corner. That's a three. Just rims out for Davis. Now a fight for the ball. First one coming out with it is Corey Moore. Moore now looking to get and add to his total. The Euro lay does go. Fantastic finish for Corey Moore as he's looking to try to flirt with nearly 20 points here in the first half. Now Grant looking, drives, kicks it out. That'll be a long three for Granberry. Just misses. And Braden Allen, the Monmouth product, gets aboard. And now we'll set it back up here for Corey Moore. Moore quickly swings it back over to Guzman. He likes it for three, just a little short. And now that rebound quickly picked right back up by Granberry. Tries to push the pace. The stretch pass just misses, so Allen quickly has it. Little give and go, and he will go up with the lay. Looked for a foul call, could not get it. The Soldiers will take another timeout. And a fantastic two-man game between Fragala and Allen. Gets it to go. Soldiers will talk it back over. 14-point game here in Maryland. We'll be right back after this quick break. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, as Cameo Candy blasted over the speakers here in St. Charles High School. And everything is definitely going to start tasting sweeter here for the DC Heat if they continue with their fantastic start as they have their biggest lead of the day at 14. As now there's only 4 timeouts remaining here for the Soldiers as they got to try to will their way back here, and Jamal Wright looking to start it up as he likes his matchup with the Guzman. Now he'll quickly kick that over. Brashwell for three, just left short. Allen quickly gets the rebound. And the Heat will start it back up. Good drive right there. Fantastic rejection by Brashwell as Nick Albert was driving to the cup. But the Heat will stay with possession here. 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock, as Fragala will be the inbounder. Quickly feeds it down low. Now working on the block is going to be Moore, and he just gets the teardrop floater to fall. Corey Moore continues to dominate as he has nearly half of the Heat's points already, as that will be Herschel Grant with a quick response, working in down low off the bank. Now Fragala settles back. Back for more. Feeds it in low, Allen. Allen looks, the reverse lay, does not go. And then quickly gets a good feed over to Nick Albert. Soldiers looking for a travel call, did not get one. So nonetheless, Allen with a nice little cut to feed to a cutting Nick Albert. As we will get another timeout here for the Soldiers, as they are trying to find an answer to this hot Heat team. We'll be right back. 7:28 remaining here in the first half. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. 7:28 remaining here in the first half. Another timeout taken for the Soldiers as they continue to try to find a way to claw their way back into this one. They're going to have to start with some good offense right here as Brashwell quickly saves it. He will go, kick it off the glass, and one. Chris Brashwell. Fantastic reflexes, gets it to go. As he gets the loose ball, likes his matchup with Allen, does force contact there late in the clock. So Brashwell get himself a trip to the line. The 36-year-old center. And he will connect, so he will improve his total and cut the deficit down to 13. Now a stop's going to be needed here as Fergala continues with his fantastic start. Feeds it back over to Guzman. Now we're going to have a quick foul call here. Should be on Whitaker. That'll be his second, team's first. So, Heat ball sideline out of bounds as Fergala will be the inbounder. Quickly feed it through. Looking. Does kick it out. That will be Albert. Like the screen, now gives it back inside. As that was Braden Allen quickly slipping with it and then turns it over. So now here come back the Soldiers the other way. Brashwell once again. Looking. Feeds it inside, and just like that, Whitaker with the floater just misses from inside 2 feet. And now Corey Moore quickly kicks it across. As continuing to work with it right there is de Guzman. Now he's going to have that floater. Fantastic bounce off the rim and drops. Kenneth de Guzman once again with a good shot inside. As now Whitaker looks to respond with a 3. Bank is not open for him on that trip. Fergala with a quick rebound as the Heat will set back up. Allen, not liking his matchup, would rather give it over to Corey Moore. Moore continuing to look to cook. Step back 3, looking, and gets it. Corey Moore. That is going to be his 4th 3 from long range already in this half. As the lead is now up to 19. Moore tried to poke that out. First one to the loose ball will be Davis. Now Brashwell with the long range 3, just short. Allen out, quickly gives it back over. Corey Moore looking for another, just left short. Does kick back out though. First one to it will be de Guzman. He was thinking about it, feeds it inside, and the big man, Braden Allen, will get his 2 to drop. So the lead is now 20 here. 49-29 is our score. As the fadeaway jumper for right no good. As de Guzman now will quickly pick it up, likes his spot, goes through the double, has the taller defender in Whitaker on him, tries to kick that back out. And a foul will be called. It might be on right here as he did give a tug on Fragala for the loose ball. As right there, Corey Moore seeing the hoop. It looks like it's bigger for him as he continues to impress. As Moore and Fragala will get a much needed seat on the bench. As the Heat will look, that'll be a quick three right there for Albert, just misses. So now the Soldiers back the other way. Grant quickly in transition does kiss it off the basket as Herschel Grant will continue to add on here for his total. As now Tariq Felder, averaging 8.5 points, settles it through, does feed it. Grant now, good kick out over to Willis. Back over Felder, does find his man into Guzman for three, just a little short. As Richard McCallop will quickly get another rebound. So they're gonna have to look to get him going. Brashwell feeds it back over Grant. Grant did drive, fed it back over Whitaker. Extra pass should work for Wright, just rims out. McCallop though with the rebound. Brashwell now for a long jumper. That one is short, and now they will feed it back over. Now Felder looking for the drive. Lost track of that ball, but they're going to say it was last off of Jamal Wright. So possession will stay with the Heat. 3:52 remaining in the first half. The Heat continuing to impress, as it'll be Felder to inbound. Had trouble there getting it into Zachary Collins. But once again, it was last off a Soldier. So the Heat will stay here. 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. And de Guzman to inbound. Quickly feeds it through. That'll get cut out by Collins. Now handling with it is Willis. Willis guarded by McCallop. He quickly spins, likes it inside. It does get bounced off. I thought it was last off of Willis's leg. They're going to say it was last off the hand of McCallop. So 6 seconds remaining here. Heat are going to have to try to get a quick shot off. They will feed it over. Albert now quickly gives it. That will be a long three over the overstretched arms. Forward to Guzman does not work. Now that rebound figures. Battle for it between Brashwell and Collins. They're going to say it was last off of Brashwell. The DMV bench is not liking that. Other official overrules it. So the Soldiers are awarded the possession. Timeout taken here by the DC Heat, as both squads will quickly talk it over. All smiles over there for the visitors as they lead by 18. Rest of the first half coming back after this. And welcome back in St. Charles High School, Waldorf, Maryland. As it's been a fantastic start for Corey Moore and the DC Heat, as they look to improve with their hot start, as the Soldiers once again came into this one with a 3-game losing streak. Trying to right the ship here as Chris Brashwell will take a long-range three. That does rim out. So now Willis will quickly grab it back. Felder was pressured there by Jamal Wright and then lost it. They're going to say it was last off the Soldiers guard. So a quick inbound there for Zach Collins. Will feed it back over to Felder. Felder, quickly give and go right there. That's a cutting Collins. Good layup attempt. Just gets an unlucky bounce off the rim. So now going back with it is Grant. He will quickly kick that out. That's a three right there for Graham. Misses. Quickly rebounded again by Grant. That mid-range jumper, no good. So now the Heat will come back with it the other way to Guzman. Had a fantastic start early. They'll swing it around. That'll be a three for Willis, and he cashes it. Elijah Willis, the savvy vet, continues to add to his total, as that could be another Heat player nearing double digits. As the lead now up to 21. Brashwell quickly works inside over the double. Fantastic move. As Brashwell now starting to lead scoring here for the Soldiers, as that's going to be a quick move. Losing his carry is Zachary Collins. So a turnover for the two guard. We'll give it back over here to the Soldiers as McCollop will inbound it. Pressure coming back here for DC as McCollop will quickly turn it over. Back with it is Albert, and he will quickly kiss it off the glass and go. As Nick Albert will continue to add to the lead here. As the Heat are pouring it on here in the first half. Quick oop-type pass, just missing Tyleel Graham. As Felder now will continue to pick it up here for the Heat. Felder kicks it around. Good movement. That will get kicked out, though. 4-3 in the corner is Albert. That will not go. Quickly rebounded out by Tyleel Graham. And McCallop now trying to push the pace here for the Soldiers. That Brashwell pass does get deflected last off of Gillum and the Soldiers. So once again, the offense kind of sputtering out here for the Soldiers at home, as they're going to have to try to look to get a stop and are desperately looking for this halftime break to make some adjustments. As Felder will quickly drive, then good kick out to the Guzman. Now in the corner, driving will be Willis, going to the cup. Does not get a shot, but does get fouled in the process. So the forward will go to the line here and shoot a pair. Once again, just fantastic ball movement as we've seen all half. They're going to call the foul on Malik Davis. It'll be his first, team's third. So with 1:04 remaining. We'll have Willis here to shoot a pair. First one, up and in. Willis continuing to add to his total. Will get another two there. So Willis now in double digits. He will join Corey Moore, as the lead is now 23 with under a minute to go here in the first half. Jumper does go. It will be a two, as Herschel Grant trying to do his best. As the press comes out there. Fantastic job by Jamal Wright. He finally gets a basket to go in the hoop. They're going to need more from him. That's just like that. They'll knock it down to a 19-point deficit. Quick rin run right there for Felder. Doesn't go. Second chance opportunity. Who else? As that's going to be another turnover. Willis now feeds it over in the corner. That was going to be a long-range three for Collins. Does not work. So that'll be a long three for Gillum, and he will get it. Fantastic job, Kai Gillum. Introduces himself on the score sheet. And he'll make this an 18-point game as Felder wasn't able to handle the pressure. Knocks that dribble off of his own leg and out. So now 8.1 remaining. And the press and good defense works as they will give it back to Gillum here with 5. Sends it into Brashwell, give and go. Gillum in the corner for 3. Just a little long off the back of the rim. And that will do it. 1/2 done here in Waldorf, Maryland. And the big story once again, Corey Moore. And the DC Heat with his fast start. Gliding with a 18-point lead here in the first half. It is 58-40. We'll see what the Soldiers can do. Second half coming up after this quick commercial break.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. St. Charles High School, Waldorf, Maryland. Second half about to get underway here as it is a new day on the speakers. The DMV Soldiers are hoping they can turn around a new chapter as well. Because that first half was led by Corey Moore and the Heat with a comfortable 18-point lead. We'll see. They were getting a little help from Chris Braswell inside the big man. They're going to have to try to get Ronald Winokur going. Also, Jamal Wright, a couple more shots to fall. As we were also recognizing a high school girl and boys team from the Southern Maryland Athletic Conferences as they won their conference championships and state championships. As the Soldiers once again connecting with the youth. And it will be the DMV with possession to start. Inbounding will be Grant. And it looked like we were waiting for 5 to get on the court. Now we got 5. The press coming back in here for DC. And we are underway. Jamal Wright taking it up the court. Quickly kicks it over. Grant. Is this soft zone coming? Great movement. That'll be Grant for a long three. And he gets it. Herschel Grant gets the scoring started. As Herschel Grant, silky smooth finish. You give him that much room, he's going to knock it down. As right there, that's going to be a turnover by Corey Moore. And coming back with it is Gillum. He did hit a big three in the end of the first half. He responds right there. 2 big threes for the Soldiers, and they cut this down to a 12-point game. And now a quick response right there. That's going to be Elijah Willis. He continues to impress with his scoring output. As Grant will feed it over back to Gillum. Just hit a 3 on the last possession. Will drive on Moore. Does get taken up. They're going to call a jump ball. So that'll be a jump ball between Moore and Gillum. Fantastic defensive move there by the guard. As he did have his hand on the ball when he was going up for it. So Gillum and Moore will jump for it here at the foul line. Both players can get up there, so this should be intriguing. Moore will easily win that back over to the big man in Allen. And the Heat will get started back up. Felder moves, cuts, drives, kiss off the glass, no good. Good defense there by Whitaker. As Herschel Grant already hit a 3 earlier. We'll feed it into the big man Braswell as he will move down the lane. That shot no good. As Allen once again with the defense. As Moore will start it up, feed it into Allen. His finish up and in. The big man flexing his muscles. As the Heat will respond again. Now Gillum. Swings it over Grant Bear. Now over to Whitaker in the corner. He will quickly pull up for a mid-range jumper and sink it. That'll give Whitaker a total of 12 as he did have 10 first half points. As we still got a 15-point game. Moore continuing to feel, has the guy on his hip, tries to go up. Braswell, though, with a good defense, Gillum with the rebound. Now he's looking for a long-range 3, just a little short. Fantastic rebound, though, by Jamal Wright. Kicks it to the corner. Whitaker, 4-3, no good. Just a little off. Good closeout there by Tariq Felder. As DC comes back with it. Coming into the lane, Collins quickly kicks it back out to the leading scorer here in Moore. Gets fouled by Wright. That'll be his third, his team's first. As foul trouble starting to set in here for the point guard at a High Point. As the Heat continue to move it up. They'll feed it down low to Allen. Gets doubled, feeds it out more. 4-3, just a little short, does ring off. Now a quick turnover, gives it back to Moore. He'll get a corner, and he laces it. Corey Moore picking back up where he left off in the first half. Gets a 3 to fall, as he's going to be nearing up towards 30, as that jumper for Grant doesn't go. And they'll give it back to the hot hand. Corey Moore driving, looks, and gets it. Fantastic move. He slashed right in, as he's getting anything he wants at this point. As the lead will come back up to 20 here as the Heat go on a little bit of a run. Now Wright tries to feed it in. That was going to be Whitaker going up with it. Does get it taken away. So coming back the other way will be Willis. Quickly lost track of that as Wright stole it. And that throw down in the corner, as Felder and Whitaker fought for it at the baseline. They're going to give possession to the Soldiers. Say Felder was out. He's trying to say he was grabbed. So Gillum, the inbounder here on the baseline, quickly feeds it over to Wright. And the Soldiers will get started. 10 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Gillum with a 3. And it goes! Kai Gillum, once again from beyond the arc, as he's getting towards double digits. As Moore now in motion. That 3 just a little long. Does end up getting his own miss. Tries to feed it in. They're going to say it was off of Braswell. That will be a kick ball. So the Heat will get it here out of the sideline, right in front of their own bench. Moore, the inbounder. Guarded closely by Davis. He will easily feed it in, as Felder will have it at the half court. Almost stepped over. Was close there. Will feed it over. Has 5 seconds to work with. Now he'll put his head down in drive, turn around, try to feed that in the middle. Will turn it over, as Braswell's pass just a little long for Gillum. So Zach Collins gets himself a steal, then runs out of real estate towards the baseline. They're going to say he was able to get it off of Malik Davis. So possession will stay with the Heat, as Moore will continue to work. Moore, guarded by Davis, picked him up full court. He will cut in, try to give a little in to Allen. That will work, and he'll get the 2-foot floater up and in. Braden Allen getting it going here in the second half, as that'll be a long 3 for Whitaker. That just rings off. And then a miscommunication there. Felder looking for Willis, just missed him. So the inbound comes back. Gillum now drives, kicks it out. Braswell for 3, just a little long. Quickly rebounded. And now another long 3, just a little short there for Moore. And now cutting back in with it is Davis. Did lose track of it. Will be last out on Willis as he was trying to save it in. So the Soldiers now with 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock will inbound. That'll be a long 3 for Wright. Just too much on it. Then it does bounce right back out. Fresh shot clock here. Whitaker thought about it. 3. Tries to feed it into Braswell. Good job by Allen tipping it. And now Whitaker quickly with the fast hands on the break gets the steal. Moore was trying to come in for a foul, or for a steal. Will end up getting called for a foul. That'll be a reach in. That'll be Moore's first, the team's first of the third quarter. As we will step aside, the Heat continue to keep their lead at 19. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll be back with more TBL basketball after this quick break. We are back here in Waldorf, Maryland. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter. 19-point game as Corey Moore continues to impress, and the Heat continue to play good defense. But Gillum now looking. He has hit a three earlier, looking for more. That one just misses. So now Allen will give it over. And the shifty point guard continues to work in more. Nice crossover goes, and then just leaves it off for Allen, who will flush it home. Braden Allen rocking the rim. The Heat bench is loving it. As the big man continues to work, we'll take another look at it here. The two-man game between Moore and Allen continuing to impress as Braswell was caught with his eyes towards the ball carrier. Now did get fouled by Allen inside there, so he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. That's going to be Allen's second, team's second. So Braswell's first shot from the line does rim out. As the Soldiers are going to have to start to hit some more of their foul shots if they want to try to creep back into this one. As Braswell will get it to go. So now feeding back in through it, starting it up is Felder. Has a clear look to the basket. His layup no good. They're going to say it was last off of Allen trying to get the rebound. So the Heat come up empty on that possession. As Moore will come out with the pressure. Gillum, though, quickly feeds it in. Jamal Wright looking to set up a screen. Coming back in is Lewis. He quickly gives him a pop. Now right for three, just off. And Moore got the rebound and will set it back through. Coming back now, Collins. He will drive that floater. No good. Couldn't get it over the defender. And Lewis continues to work for it, though, and feeds it back out. Now Willis is stripped by Gillum, and then Moore right back with the fast hands. As the Heat have numbers back the other side. That'll be a long three, and it's buried. Zachary Collins in transition gets it to go. And everything's going right so far for the DC Heat. As that long three from the top of the key is short for Davis. So Felder will bring it back up here for DC. Felder quickly getting doubled. Had Gillum off towards his back. Now feeds it back over to Corey Moore. Looking for a screen. Now just decides to pull a logo range three. That one just a little short. As the rebound was for Davis, and then he is fouled. Zachary Collins bumped him along the baseline. As de Guzman and Folks will come in here for the Heat. As the Soldiers will get it back here, as Wright will bring it up the court for the DMV. Wright looking, likes his dribble, will go towards the cup, off the glass and in. Beautiful speed right there from Jamal Wright. As he continues to impress. As that's going to be a nice behind the back pass right there from Folks. Now Allen working on Lewis, little give and go there. Allen now down low, does get bodied up, and one! Allen's loving it. He's giving it to the crowd, and just like that, a three-point play the old-fashioned way here for the big man. Does get bumped, felt it. Way to get Lewis jumping with the fake. As Allen will get himself back into double figures. As that will be the third foul on Cameron Lewis. Allen's free throw is no good. Lewis quickly fed it back through. Now Wright looks, gets it to Gillum, who will drive. He goes up, his shot no good. Good defense by Moore. Now going back in transition, will feed it up. That runner does not go for Zachary Collins. So back come the Soldiers, up in the break. Gleaming up there is Daquan Granberry, as he will get himself back on the score sheet. As the Soldiers are going to look for a stop here. Folks gives it to Allen. Allen, liking his work, goes, sees the double, looking for a man, does feed it back to Moore. Moore now quickly spins, puts him in the wash cycle, and gets the floater to go. Everything's falling in for Corey Moore, as Allen will get to that. Quickly moving back through, another turnover. Good force by Folks. Now Moore feeds it out. Big three here for de Guzman, just short. Easily rebounded by Lewis, and coming back on the break, up and in, does not go for right. As de Guzman will feed it back. Now Folks drives baseline, cuts it to the corner. That'll be Collins for three, just a little short. As Kai Gillen will get himself another rebound. And the Soldiers continue to move it. Good swing pass over there right now from beyond the arc. No good. Trying to get the rebound was Lewis. Could not get to it. So now Corey Moore comes in. Will go up. Shot no good, but does get fouled. That'll be on Granberry. So we'll take a look at the replay here. Once again, this is Moore just seeing the big man. Knows where the double's coming from. Does take the roll in, and the floater goes as Corey Moore trying to go towards a total of 40 as the Heat continue to impress. Their lead is 23. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll be right back with the rest of the third quarter right after this. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. So we're about to get back underway here with the third quarter in Waldorf. So we are at the home of the Spartans here at St. Charles High School. For the DC Heat, Moore is about to go to the line here. Shoot a pair after getting fouled. That will be the first on Granberry. It'll be the third team foul here for the Soldiers, as Moore gets it to go. He's only missed once from the free throw line, and the second one does go in. So over 30 now for Corey Moore, as he continues to impress. The lead now up to 25, as that corner three jacked up by Davis is short. Quickly rebounded. And now Moore will get to it on the break. Quickly feeds it in. That will be a nice up and under, just a little short for Folks. Then Moore once again on the fast hands. Had his chance to go up, just missed it. That rebound by Davis, though, does end up going out of bounds as his momentum carried him towards the baseline. So now the Heat once again with a possession here. They'll have 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Inbound, quickly coming to de Guzman as he starts to work on Davis. Looking, drives. Now will go for the 5-foot fader. Does not go. Quickly rebounded there by Browning. Then quickly gets that poked away. So now Darrell Armstrong getting into the game here for the Soldiers. Starts it up. He'll feed that over. That'll be a long three for Fidelis. Just misses. As Mark Anthony Fidelis gets a shot up early. And then making quick work right there is Zachary Collins. He continues to work through that runner. Just a little off for Fidelis. And then getting some second chance points right there is Cameron Lewis. As the big man getting himself back on the score sheet. As the Heat will quickly inbound. Collins now. Carries it up. Kicks it over Browning. Back to Collins. Now Moore again. Quickly gets that one pickpocketed. Fantastic defense by Fidelis. He'll take it himself. That mid-range jumper just rims out by the foul line. And now coming in, trying to go for the reverse jam was Folks. He just got beat by the rim. As Moore quickly pokes that out of a cutting Davis. As he loses that, so another turnover for the Soldiers. They have definitely plagued them in this one. So Albert will be the inbounder here for the Heat. He'll feed it in to Fragala. Fragala has made a couple threes. He'll kick that out to the corner. That one just a little short. So now the Soldiers working back in. Lewis in the paint. Tries to go up with it. Does have a shot. Was fouled. So Albert will get another total for him. And now the big man will go to the line here and shoot a pair. Almost looked like he could have traveled, but just good footwork right there from the big man. So that'll be the fourth team foul. Looks like they're actually going to call it on number 6, Justin Browning, so that'll be his first. As Lewis has his first foul shot rim out. He'll try to cash in on the second one here, and that one will go up and just clank off. Quickly rebounded out there by Kenneth de Guzman. He'll feed it back over to Isaiah Folks. Folks at half court. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. As Folks guarded tightly by Granberry, looking for a screen. He will get it. Now looks, drives, spins, acrobatic finish. Just couldn't get it to go. Good rebound by Lewis. He'll feed it over, trying to beat the buzzer is Fidelis, and his layup just bounces out. 12 minutes remaining in this one. It's a 25-point lead for the Heat as they are up 83-58. We'll see if the Soldiers can try to chip back in, as the TBL will be right back after this quick break.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter about to get underway here in Waldorf, Maryland. As the reserves are coming in here for the Heat as they are up 25. As it was a fast start right away from Corey Moore. 31 so far. We'll see if he gets any more action. As Folks fed it through to Fragala. Now up towards the top. Good cut right there from Folks. Just couldn't get it to finish at the rim. So Cameron Lewis will get himself another board. And now moving up with it is Darrell Armstrong. And he will get that runner a kiss right off the glass and go in. So Darrell Armstrong gets himself on the board. As the Heat continue to try to move, there is going to be a quick whistle. As de Guzman does get fouled. That foul will be called on Fidelis. That'll be his first, team's first in the quarter. Shot clock is at 15. As the inbound will go to de Guzman. Does get the screen. Likes to try to drive. Will go over on the bigger defender. The reverse layup just gets an unfriendly bounce again. So a good stop right there for the Soldiers. As Fidelis carries it up. Guarded tightly there. Easy swings it around to Davis. Now he will cut that layup. Just misses off. So now here come the Heat. Going up with the alley-oop. Good feed right there for de Guzman in, and Folks will just bounce it off with the bank shot. As Armstrong now. Quickly moving. Does cut. Reverse. Try to feed it back into the big man in Lewis. And those two just couldn't get on the same page. So another turnover. As it's just been a frustrating one here for the Soldiers. Coming in on a 3-game losing streak. Had a tough loss yesterday against the Fayetteville Liberty. They never really got started in this one. As now it looks like the officials are trying to determine. Looks like they're saying something for Armstrong. So I guess Armstrong was not in the lineup at all. So that is a technical. So de Guzman did take that foul shot. It did not go. And now the Heat will come back with it. And they'll continue now. De Guzman looking. He'll step back. He'll try to hit a three. That one just a little long. And Fidelis will quickly get the rebound. Try to get that stretch pass in. Was looking for Davis. Just missed it. As Albert. Had the fast hands. Does go out on him. So now the Soldiers will work back with it. Now Armstrong looking. Drives. Goes up with it. And gets it to go. No travel call there. So Armstrong gets himself his 4th point here of the quarter. And tries to work it through as Browning turns that one back over. It's Armstrong again. Quickly feeds it back out. Granberry looks to cut and lost his handle as it was poked out. So still Soldier possession here. Sideline out of bounds. Granberry will throw it in. Gets it back to Fidelis. Now over. Malik Davis. Gives it back over Granberry in the corner for three. Doesn't go. Armstrong, though, with a quick rebound. Looking for second chance points. He'll get it. Goes up strong over top Justin Brown. And just like that, a good fourth quarter for Darrell Armstrong. As right after that, DeGuzman had the good post move, just couldn't get it to go. So now coming back down with it was Davis. He did get it poked out. And it's last off of Nick Albert. After players fight for it there now. Granberry, right off the inbound pass, gets the mid-range jumper up and in. So the total continues here for Granberry. Now the deficit down to 19 here, under 9 remaining in the fourth. Good kick out to Guzman. Now will drive. He'll go up. Does not get the shot, but will be fouled. So he will go and shoot a pair. Fantastic feed right there by Fragala. Found the open man. So the 20-year-old point guard into Guzman to shoot a pair. As he misses his first. Guzman right now with 6 in limited minutes. Has definitely helped in delivering the rock as well as with some good outside shooting. Does get his second to go. Now Armstrong will bring it back. Looks like the starters possibly coming back in for the Heat. As Armstrong will quickly get to this one. Look, find it. Does kick it out to Davis. Davis now surveys. He's got 3 seconds left. He's going to have to shoot and put one up. They'll give it to Armstrong. That long range three banks and goes in. Darrell Armstrong, 8 fourth quarter points. And now the deficit down to 17 as the faithful start to like it here in Waldorf. As de Guzman was in some trouble, so the Heat will have to take a timeout. And the big man didn't like wanting to put it up, but had to. And the long-range three does get to go. So 86-69 is our score. Soldiers trying to continue to fight their way back in this one. We'll see if they can continue to cut the deficit right after this quick break here. More TBL coming up right after this. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. First unit back out here for the DC Heat. As that quick run right there for the Soldiers gets them back into it. 17-point difference here as Moore quickly inbounded it in. Now handling it is Felder. Likes his matchup. Mid-range jumper up and in over the outstretched arms of McCallum. So the big man continues to get to his total and add it up as we have a whistle at the other end of the floor. As Felder, after getting the bucket, is called for a foul. It'll be his first, team's second. We'll get a sideline out of bounds here. Goes right to Fidelis. Fidelis now thinking about it for three. Just goes a little long. Whistle. There's going to be an off-ball foul here on Allen as he did push Granberry as he was looking for a rebound opportunity. So that'll be Allen's third. Now the Heat with 3 team fouls. There's still plenty of time left in this one. The back door is starting to get propped open here for the Soldiers. As Granberry, the inbounder, feeds it over to Lewis. Lewis now decides to take it himself. Hands it back over Granberry for 3. He gets it! Daquan Granberry from beyond the arc. And just like that, it's going to be a 16-point game. As the Heat have it with Felder. Was guarded tightly by Armstrong, keeps his dribble. So we have 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He will pull up a mid-range jumper, does not go, so a stop coming. Now Fidelis in the corner, kicks it back out. That'll be McCallum for a 3. That one just short. And Allen easily controls the rebound there. As the pressure continues from the Soldiers, Allen quickly hands it off Collins. Collins looks, he will drive on McCallum. Shot up, does not fall. But there is a foul. So the guard here for the Heat will go and shoot another pair. We'll take a look at the replay right here. They're going to call it on McCallum. It'll be his first, team's second. As he was just caught in the rotation. Ended up hitting the forearm. As Collins' first does not go from the charity strike. As the Heat starting to have some problems here from the foul line in the fourth quarter. And 0 for 2 goes Zachary Collins. McCallum quickly with the board. And now the spark off the bench. Darrell Armstrong looking. Got the screen from Lewis. Will pop a 3, just a little long. But Fidelis quickly gets the rebound. Now Granberry, guarded by Moore. Kicks it back over Fidelis. He will drive. He will go up. Does not get the floater to go, but is fouled. So now with the clock stopped again, a chance here for the Soldiers to cut back towards the deficit. Because that was great determination right there for Fidelis. I'm going to call the foul on Broderick Smith. That'll be his first. The team's fourth. So the first one goes in for Fidelis, and he does go 2 for 2 from the line there. So now we got a 14-point game, 6:30 remaining in the fourth as Collins will quickly drive. That shot no good. And now McCallum will bring it back. Fidelis will come up on the break, up and in. 4 points in the last 2 possessions for Fidelis. His total's back up to 7. And this is the closest it's been since early in the third quarter. Now Allen brings it back out. The big man quickly kicks it back through. They will find more in the corner. He poked, wasn't thinking about it. Now we'll chalk up a 3. Looking for a foul call, won't get it. So Granberry now feeds it back in. Armstrong will kick it out. That will be a 3 for Fidelis, and he gets it! The depth showing out for the Soldiers. Mark Anthony Fidelis from beyond the arc. A timeout will be taken by the Heat. And just like that, it's the bench pieces getting it to work for the Soldiers. It's a 9-point game. And after the Heat thought they had a sizable lead, up 25 coming into the fourth quarter, quickly getting dominated here. We'll see how the coaches work this out. Rest of the fourth quarter coming right back here for the TBL after this quick break. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter run. What almost seemed to be improbable, now looking more realistic. As the Soldiers have cut this down to a 9-point lead. As the Heat will have possession. Corey Moore to be the inbounder. Full court press coming out. They'll quickly feed it over to Collins. He will easily get it back over to Moore. As Mark Anthony Fidelis, who just had a fantastic stretch run there, his three forced a timeout for the Heat. Picked up Moore. Now he tries to drive towards the baseline. Lost control of his dribble. Knocked it off his foot. So the help defense working here for the Soldiers. So they have a chance to make this a 2-possession game with a basket here. Armstrong, all 8 points in the fourth quarter. Continuing to work, does move, beats his man in Collins and gets the foul call. As Granberry now will be the inbounder. 14 seconds left on the shot clock after that foul right there from Collins, it being his second. Armstrong almost lost his dribble, then ends up turning it over. Now Corey Moore coming in, looks, tries to rock the rim, and Granberry rejects him. It does go right back out, though. That jumper for Collins doesn't go. Another offensive rebound, as that was Willis fighting for the board. Now a whistle. As it looks like a foul off the ball on Granberry. As Collins will pass it in from the sideline, feeds it to the big man Allen. He'll give it right back over. Zachary Collins. Looking for double digits, will drive off the two-man game. His shot no good. Rebound up and in. Braden Allen gets his total up to 14. As the big man gets a much-needed basket there, extends the lead back up to 11. Now Fidelis. Fed it over to Armstrong. Tried to feed that into McCallum. Could not work. Now Corey Moore kicks it out. That'll be Willis for three. Just a little long. Quickly rebounded by Collins, and then he will get fouled underneath the basket. Armstrong will be called for. That'll be his first, team's fourth. So Collins again feeds it into Felder. Felder looks, tries to drive it in, lost. He slipped. Now Allen feeds it back over. Felder at the top of the key, working on Granberry. Looks, that jumper at the end of the shot clock, just too much. Does not hit the rim, so a shot clock violation. As the help defense continues to impress here for the DMV. As we're closing in on 4 minutes remaining in this one. Fidelis. Fed it to Lewis. He'll give it right back to the guard. Fidelis now will drive on Moore. His shot no good. Does get the rebound. His putback just a little long. So now Elijah Willis with the rebound. Feeds it through. Try to give a little give and go. Was stolen away there. Fantastic hands by Armstrong. So now Granberry starts it back up for the Soldiers. He will drive. Try to find his mid-range jumper. Just misses it. Goes back out to Fidelis in the corner for three. Air balls that one. And now bringing it back up the floor is Isaiah Folks. The youngster gets the screen from Allen, now drives, looks for the odd shot, cannot get it. Is contacted by Lewis. So he'll go and shoot a pair. As Lewis liked the shot, he's had some acrobatic layup attempts. Clearly has a lot to his bag. Hasn't been able to finish too many of them. But 2 big free throws coming up here for the guard as he shoots his first and gets the roll to go in. So Fulks looking to come back from the line. Misses the second, so he goes 1-1 on that trip. Easy rebound for Lewis. He'll bring it back up to Fidelis. Now Cameron Lewis, the big man here. Feeds it back out. Armstrong thought about a 3. Now will drive. Likes his matchup. Tries to go. Lost it. Now kicks it back out. McAlp in the corner. Just short. And Fidelis did have it. Quickly taken away. Fantastic hands by Armstrong. Couldn't get it to finish. Lewis got the rebound. And Corey Moore knocked it out of his clutch. So the Soldiers back with it. 3 minutes remaining. 12-point game. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Fidelis to inbound. Feeds it over to McCallum. He likes it. Gives it back to the guard. He will step back for a 3. And he gets it! Mark Anthony Fidelis once again responds from beyond the arc. He has 13. And it's back to a 9-point game. Now Moore gets picked up by Fidelis, pressuring him towards half court. He looks, 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock, tries to step in, lost track of the ball, then quickly regathers. Gets it off the glass when they needed him most. He steps up, Corey Moore, now up to 33. And then just like that, Lewis comes in. Moore thought he was drawing the charge. He'll get called for the foul. As his feet, I thought, were set, but they're going to say otherwise. So that'll be his second, his team's 5th. Both teams now in the bonus. So this will take Cameron Lewis here for a 1-1. Actually, shoot 2, so now Lewis is first. Up and in. As the big man had some frustration in that tough start in the first half. Was teed up. Now continuing to fight as that foul shot did not go. Armstrong's second chance did not go. Now Lewis back up and in. The big man feeds it to go. He's closing in. He's got 9. And now it's an 8-point game here with 2:10 remaining. Moore with the ball. Quickly gets doubled. Feeds it back over Fulks. He continues to hold. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Guarded by Granberry. Fulks now will go towards the cup. He goes up with it. Cannot get it, but a foul is called. As Lewis is going to be called for the contact. So 2 at the line here. That is Lewis's 5th. 1 more and he will foul out. 2 big shots from the line coming for Fulks as his first one just airballs. So, once again, the struggles continuing here for the Heat at the line in the 4th quarter. As Fulks' second is short. Lewis tried to get to it. Allen, though, with a great job on the hustle play, grabs a humongous rebound. 1:50 to go. Feeds it back down to the corner. Willis, guarded by Armstrong. Crosses, drives, kicks it back out to Allen underneath the basket. His shot does not go. Was looking for a foul, won't get it. And he went out of bounds with that follow. So a turnover here. As Armstrong will bring it up the court here for the Soldiers. Tightly guarded by Collins. As Armstrong, all points off the bench, already has 8. Looks to drive, kicks it out. McCallum pumped on a 3. Now he'll waste this one, and it buries it! Richard McCallum with a huge three. This is the closest this game's been since the first quarter. The score's now 5. As Moore now quickly getting guarded by Lewis, goes around, now will look, drives towards the basket. His shot just can't go, but he will get fouled. As once again with the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. Corey Moore leading all scorers right now with 33. Having a chance to go to the line here and make the lead as big as 7. Fouls on McCallum, it's his second. And Moore's first will go. (94-88), 109 remaining. As Collins is subbed out. Back in is Felder. Moore's second from the line. Up and in. His total now 35. Makes it a 7-point lead. The Soldiers are going to need to get something quick here towards the basket. And after McCall gave it to Armstrong, the Soldiers will take a timeout. As the Soldiers continue to try to claw back in this one, they got 62 seconds remaining. They have 18 seconds left on the shot clock when they come back with it. You're taking a look at who you want with the ball in their hands. The hot hands right now, I would look at Darrell Armstrong and Mark Anthony Fidelis. Besides that, I'd also look at McCallum, possibly trying to get some of him towards the baseline and drive. As you have the crowd ready to explode. Once again, you don't need a 3. And if you're not going to get a 3, you got to get something close to the basket. As these two will continue to talk it over. Looks like we're about to get out of it. Will be one timeout remaining for the Soldiers. Once again, both teams in the bonuses. 2 timeouts remaining here for the DC Heat. As it was a 117-98 decision 3 weeks ago in our nation's capital. And this game looked like it might have been all done in the early parts of the fourth quarter. But a fantastic run has the Soldiers within striking distance. As Armstrong now with the inbound. Setting up some off-ball movement. They'll get it to McCall now in the corner. He looks, now he's going to chunk up a 3. He is fouled. So Willis with the closeout ends up with a foul on a 3-point shot. So 3 foul shots coming up here. As there's a minute remaining, clock is stopped. First one up and in. So the big man continues to add to his total, now in double digits as he misses his second. So now the closest he can make this is a 5-point game. With the 24-second shot clocks, you don't have to foul. I would assume the pressure's going to come right away. A big foul shot coming here as McCallum will get that to go up and in. His total now up to 11. As the inbound will go, Moore going up against Fidelis, and Fidelis quickly fouls him. As the Heat were easily able to get it to their main ball handler and leading scorer already with 35. So now Moore will shoot 2 here at the line. Fidelis with his third, and the first one is up and in. for the Virginia Wesleyan product. And Moore's second is up and in as well. So now he is up to 37. The lead is 7. So we have 56.5 remaining here in Waldorf. Now Armstrong moving, orchestrating the offense. Looked for it, decides to shrug off a defender, and now we'll go to the cup. His shot no good. He quickly saves it out to McCallum. He'll step back for a 3. That one no good. Quickly rebounded by Allen. He will muscle that away. And now you got a foul here, and Armstrong will. Once again, we'll send Moore to the line. You could tell Lewis didn't want to foul Allen right there, so he didn't want to foul out. But now you're going to give a fantastic free throw shooter 2 opportunities to try to put this game out of reach. And the first one will go up and in. So now Corey Moore, once again, settles it up. His second, though, is short. Quickly rebounded out by Brandon Allen. And they will continue to pass it around now. Moore back up with it. And it looks like they're saying there's an issue with the shot clock. So 7 seconds will be on the shot clock. It should have went to 14, not 24. So 16 second difference between shot and game clock. 8-point lead here. I would face guard Moore and make it so there's no chance for him to get the ball. Because at this point, I would rather any other Heat player. They will get it into Moore, and they will quickly foul him. So Corey Moore will go back to the free throw line. Fantastic start. Continued to impress. Right now with 38. And his first. Gets a friendly roll and goes in. So now a 9-point game here. Chance to fully ice it here at the line. And he will do just that. So Corey Moore now. Total at 40. Armstrong does get it. 20 seconds remaining. He's going to go quickly to the cup. That shot just goes wide. McCallum now quickly with the rebound, looking. Tries to throw that one up. Does not go. Brandon Allen will get it. He'll feed it over to Elijah Willis. And the DC Heat survive the valiant comeback attempt from the DMV Soldiers and come out here with a huge 100-90 win over the DMV Soldiers. The Heat now off of a 40-point performance from Corey Moore will improve to 4-1 in the Mid-Atlantic of the TBL. Go up 2-0 on the Soldiers in head-to-head. The Soldiers now go down to 2-5. Their losing streak will go to 4. As a fast start, and then valiant efforts from the bench pieces from the Soldiers just falls short. That'll do it for us here in Maryland. For my cameraman, Owen Coleman, my producer, Kevin Connolly, I'm Tommy Tuahill. The Heat survive and win this one to improve on the young season. Thank you all so much for watching the TBL powered by SFBN. Have a great rest of your day.